Hello and welcome back to Warsword Conquest and Dwarf. Oh yes, he's ready. He's ready to go into this tournament here. And yeah, let me just tell you, is he actually ready though? Because well, we're kind of dead. Yeah, we are kind of dead. So I'm gonna have to be really careful in this one. This is otherwise going to be extremely difficult. And I don't know. Anyway, the reason why I am actually so injured is because I was actually in a battle against an Empire vassal really recently, and I'm just gonna skip it. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, so I was in a battle with an Empire vassal. I didn't die, but obviously that doesn't really matter because if you take a huge amount of damage, well, then you're just going to end up at this percentage anyway. This is really fun, actually. This polearm. Ooh. That's nice. Oh, I like it. I like it. Obviously not as great as a legendary weapon or something like that, but still, you know, it does the job very nicely, in fact. Very nicely. All right. Okay, so what's actually going on here? We got a... This is actually a really cool arena, in my opinion, because we got these ghosts in here as well. I'm not entirely sure what the ghosts do or anything. I think they're probably just for props or whatever. They're just, you know, for ambiance or atmosphere or what have you. But it's cool nevertheless. Cool very much to see that kind of thing. Okay, Gotrek, please, don't attack me, sir. Please. Is this actually Gotrek? I don't actually know. I don't know whether it is him. But I would prefer if he wouldn't actually attack me right now. Oh yeah, by the way, I've been doing a little bit of off-screen progression because, well, you know, we needed the cash and I didn't really want to do another episode of us, you know, just trying to grind for some crash? Grinding for crash. No, we're not grinding for crash, that's for sure. Thank you very much. No, I don't really want to do that, but yes, that's the point. I'm thinking that, you know, it would be a good idea to have some money so that we can actually, you know, buy some additional runes. Maybe I can get a runic weapon, I don't know. Maybe there's going to be something that we can do that's going to be super fun. And that's kind of why I'm also just finishing up this tournament, because that's the thing. If we can finish up this tournament and actually win it, I'll have almost 100,000, and I don't really want to, buy anything for 100,000. I actually just want to continue investing in the Runeforge items. Obviously, eventually, we will be buying, you know, ward save from Cyrus. I mean, come on, you know, that is just to be expected. You know, we're just gonna buy it from him because I don't want to take up a rune slot or anything like that, and that makes the most sense. Anyway, look at that. We actually did just gain the shield as well, which is actually quite funny. I'm actually using that, hilariously enough. That is so bad. I should really not be using that, should I? Okay. So let's go over to Karakarin and we'll actually see what's going on because... Oh, hello. Okay, thanks. He's giving me some of Bugman's ale. That's very nice of him. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so... in my off-screen time, what did I do? Well, we went over here to North Spur Dungeon, did that. That was a long one. I completed it very easily, actually, and I had Gotrek and Ogalex with me. They did not get killed at any point. I'm actually really surprised. For some reason, every dungeon seems really easy now, whereas before... I mean, that's the funny thing. Yeah, okay, fine. I am a higher level than I used to be, but not by much. Only by, you know, 2 or 3 levels. That shouldn't make any difference. Anyway, we did that dungeon, then I went down to the Pale Sisters dungeon, completed that. That was a short one, really easy. Went down to Mousillon here and actually just sold a bunch of stuff. Massive amounts of money to be had from there. Unfortunately, I only had the ability to sell for about 16,000 down here. And then I had to go to other towns in the area and you know, try to make up the difference, so to speak. And that was basically it. So found some great stuff, got huge amounts of cash, and now... hopefully, now we'll hopefully be able to get something amazing, something really good. And I also wouldn't mind, I wouldn't mind finding a ransom broker. Can you give me a ransom broker, please, 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 please? No, 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 no ransom broker. Okay, sad. Anyway, let's go into the Rune Forge, purchase a rune. All right, here we go. So, I can get Advanced Ignore Pain, which I think is probably a decent idea. And I also probably think that we'll go for something like Master Rune of Gromil, maybe? I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I have about 100,000, right? So what I could potentially do is get Advanced Ignore Pain. That's what we're going to do, obviously. And we're going to purchase another runic item. So, we're going to get a... I'm wondering whether I should get a hammer or whether I should get an axe. Because here's the thing. If I get a hammer, it has a bonus against shields. I mean, you can see that. It has a bonus against shields. I'm kind of thinking about the hammer right now. I'm kind of thinking about the hammer because the axe already has a bonus against shields, and the hammer has high penetration values, which is kind of what I'm looking for. And it is actually capable of taking prisoners as well, which I very much appreciate. So, I mean, when I go into sieges, obviously not so much. I don't really want to take prisoners when I go into sieges, but I really want a hammer. I really want a hammer. So we're going to buy the hammer. We'll buy the hammer. Ugh, I think this is probably a bad idea, but I'll buy it. And then let's see. Let's see what we can actually get. All right, look at this. Oh yeah, we've got some cool stuff right here. All right, what do we got? What do we got? So there it is. There it is. There is the thing that I wanted. +5 damage. No ignore pain or ward save allowed. That basically means that it just negates ward save and ignore pain completely. That is incredible. That is so good. And I'm actually thinking that we're going to go for something like increased swing speed as well. And what else? What else is actually good here? +2 Weapon Master when equipped. Look at that. 1,000 gold only for that? Really? Okay. 50% chance of double damage. That sounds pretty fun. And what is this? ID2 damage versus large enemies. Will not work with the rune of smiting, not smithing. Okay, yeah. Well, I personally think that the 50% chance of double damage is better because, yes, while this is really, really good for large enemies like trolls and treekin and so on and so forth, if we already have ignore pain completely negated, it doesn't really matter. I'm thinking that this is probably going to be the thing that I would like to go for. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm now going to have a look and see how much money I have left. We have 27,000 actually. Okay, that's a pretty decent amount. So as you can see, we already have this, which does 41 blunt damage. That's actually crazy good. All right, let's have a look. Purchase a rune. Let's do another one. All right, so let's have a look. So what do we want to do? We could go for swing speed. I could go for swing speed, or I could increase my damage by 20%. What's 20% of 41? Oh no, maths. This is gonna absolutely destroy me. 8, I think. Right? Is it 8? I'm terrible because that's the thing. If I go for 8% damage, no, that's not particularly good. If I go for that's basically it. Yes. Okay. We have 25,000, don't we? So technically, I could go for the Rune of Smiting, which is going to give me the 50% chance of double damage, which I think I will do. There you go. Alright, so I've now literally spent all of my money. I have 2,000 remaining, but, and then here's the cool thing, we are now ready to fight against orcs with having very little problems. I can now go in here and actually murder them very easily, and it's the same thing with fighting basically anyone else. Anyone else that has ward save or ignore pain, which is a huge amount of different enemies, by the way, we're going to be fine. We are going to be more than fine. And also, by the way, Iron Rock is under siege. So I'm going to be making my way over there. I will make my way over there, and we're going to see what we can do. Now, also, I think, wait a minute, are the enemies in dungeons actually in possession of ignore pain as well? I think they are, right? Are they? I actually don't know, but we have advanced ignore pain now. Oh yeah, by the way, I found Matthias. Yes, Matthias is an absolutely amazing companion. I'm not sure why no one mentioned him in the comments, because he's really, really good. I hope that it's lore accurate for me to have him in the party. I'm not sure if it is actually, but basically, he is fantastic, as you could quite clearly tell. He has 7 in pathfinding, 5 in tactics. I don't really care about the tactics. However, the main deal with this guy is that he has 9 in trainer skill. Yes, 9 in trainer skill, and that's the only reason why any of my people are leveling up so incredibly fast. It's really, really staggering how much a difference having trainer skill makes when it's at a high level like this. It's really crazy. All right, let's actually have a look here. I feel pretty confident about dealing with the orcs now, but I'm. I should probably not feel that confident, should I? No, but I'm gonna feel confident. All right, I'm gonna allow myself to feel confident just a little bit before we go in here. Obviously, look at this. Look at the amount of experience I'm gaining. 4,700. I'm gaining that almost every single day, dependent obviously on if I have units that can actually benefit from it. But that is quite often. And come on now, yes, please don't let me. Please, I don't want to fight at night. That's the thing. I don't want to fight at night. But now I'm moving so fast as well. By the way, I'm moving so fast because we have someone that actually has pathfinding. A decent amount of pathfinding as well, that is. And it's so funny as well because fighting in regular battles and so on and so forth is actually not even useful, which is really funny because, you know, if I say that, you know, I'm like, what? That makes no sense. It's a game about fighting in battles and, you know, conquering the land and so on and so forth. But actually, the various ways that you can progress in Warsword Conquest, there are so many better ways to actually do that, which is pretty staggering. Also, I'm not using my proper weapon, am I? I didn't even equip it. Ah, wow. Okay, wait a minute. Where's the chest? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's tell my infantry to charge in and so on and so forth. Okay, yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna equip this real fast. I can't believe I forgot to. I can't believe I forgot to equip it. Oh, that's really bad of me. All right, yeah. So I was so happy to try it out, and then all of a sudden, yeah. Then I just completely, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. They literally just die. They literally just die. They can't do anything. There's no ignore pain. They don't have ward save. It's just it's fantastic. Oh yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I am so pleased, and that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. I felt like we were doing pretty well before. Obviously, we had the acts of slaughter and all that stuff, and that's the point. Where as we progress, we're gonna get to these points where we get these really amazing things, and we can actually transcend and become an amazing legendary character, which is so fun to do. At least in my opinion, I think it's a lot of fun to actually become a really powerful character that is capable of amazing feats. I think that's super enjoyable. Obviously, not everyone thinks that. I actually had a comment the other day that was talking about how I shouldn't be able to kill huge amounts of enemies by myself. But obviously, that was talking about Slythe, and it's kind of weird, really, because when I think about how Slythe was when dealing with that siege, I think it was about that siege. What was it now again? It was like the siege at Quran or something like that, wasn't it? I don't know. I can't remember now, but basically, whenever we, you know, did a lot of damage and was able to kill a huge amount of troops, I then think, well, you know what's funny about that siege? I actually wouldn't have been able... Is this a ransom breaker? No, it's not a ransom breaker. I actually wouldn't have been able to achieve victory in that siege if it wasn't for Slythe being able to basically solo the entire thing. And that's the point, because the siege itself was so dramatically difficult that if I had done it the old standard, you know, the good old standard way, it would have been extremely, basically almost impossible, I think. Probably almost impossible with my current army setup. And him having the ability to just go in there and deal that much damage and have, you know, good success doing so. I mean, we worked to get there as well, you know what I mean? We worked to get there, and I don't know. I mean, he's got what? He's got the best level of ward save. He's got ignore pain. He's got dodge. He's got a legendary weapon. He's got legendary boots. Yeah, Slythe is really, really strong right now, and that's the point. All of this stuff is included in the mod, so it makes sense, you know. Also, apparently the Marshal asked me to go and meet him, and Felix is really not happy about that. Yeah, sorry about that, sir. Anyway, apparently the orcs decided to run away, and I'm actually wondering, can I actually besiege something myself? I would like to besiege something, so let's try and get that going. Maybe we can make it work. Okay, we got a bunch of people here. This guy doesn't have any Doom Divers, so that might be fun. But yeah, that's basically what I'm talking about. Like, I just don't understand why you would not want us to become really, really strong and actually be able to hold our own against the enemy, because they have the same exact things. I mean, obviously, maybe with the... well, maybe with minus the legendary weapons and things like that. I actually don't know. But as far as I'm aware, according to the lore, there are so many really strong individuals in the world. And I mean, obviously, those of you that are really, really you know, proficient in the lore of Warhammer Fantasy, you can obviously tell me if I'm wrong about that. But generally, there are a lot of legendary figures that are very powerful, and what they are is, you know, well, you know, they're able to kill swathes upon swathes of enemies, and well, that's kind of the aim, isn't it? Isn't that kind of the aim? You don't want to struggle the entire way, do you? You don't want to be up against the odds all the time, right? You do want to be able to make progress, because that's the entire thing. You want to be able to make progress and actually, you know, succeed at some things. Anyway, let's just see what we can do here. This is obviously not going to be particularly bad. They really can't... I mean, yeah, they can do damage. Obviously, they can definitely do damage to me. But we are quite clearly very, very dangerous right now with this hammer. And I'm actually taking a significant amount of damage. Even so, even with advanced ignore pain, which I gotta say I'm actually quite surprised at. I thought that we were gonna have a really like easy time of surviving, but look at how much damage I've already taken. Oh, that guy actually did have a Doom Diver. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, anyway, we got a wonderful, wonderful blunt weapon here, and we're taking every single one of these guys prisoner, and I can only hope that we can maybe find a ransom broker. If I can't find a ransom broker, then I will just bite the bullet, and I'll just sell my guys, you know, sell my prisoners to, you know, whoever, the tavern keeper or something like that. I'm just going to tell these guys to charge in, even though we're definitely going to lose people, as you can see. Oh, there was actually 2 people there. All right, okay, yeah, that makes sense now. That makes sense, because I wasn't actually aware that there were 2. We're just going to get some of those away, and we'll just get these instead. I feel like the Black Orc Immortals are probably going to sell for more than the Empire troops, but I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Not sure what the value of those is, but I just know that the Black Orc Immortals are very, very strong, or at least they should be, and yeah, hopefully that's going to give me a good amount of cash. I'm kind of wondering whether I should try to go down to the other area, because if I go down to the other town, maybe I can actually find a ransom broker there instead of actually selling them here. Yeah, it's not reset. It's not reset the NPCs here, so I'm going to go over to... I'm going to go over here, and maybe I can stop off at my village as well, because there's a bunch of upgrades that we could potentially do there too. Oh, there's the ransom broker. Oh, ho, ho. I got super lucky. Very nice. Look at this. 5,000. Very, very good. Look at that. It sometimes pays off to do these kinds of things, even though it may be a little bit annoying to, you know, have to run around and search for something specifically. But literally, think about it. We got 5,100 for this, and we otherwise would have gotten 2,500, which is just, well, I mean, it's not sad, but it's definitely not not particularly awesome. So, you know, it's I think it's nice. I think it's nice. Anyway, let's see. What else can I do now? What did I want to do? I think just the ransom broker, and then go to my village, right? Right? Is that all I wanted to do? I think so. All right, let's see. Okay, so obviously now that we have Joseph, he has an engineering skill of 7, so things are going to be super fast to create. Okay, this increases the village prosperity by 5%. I don't really care about that. Is there anything else that can actually be useful? The time it takes for enemies to loot the village increases by 50%. I think we'll probably go for that. That sounds pretty nice. I don't actually need to take money out of the treasury anymore because we have 5,400. I think that's perfectly fine. And look at how many... Oh, we leveled up all those Thunderers. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so excited to see those in action. Yes. That is amazing. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what the Thunderers are actually about, by the way. I have no idea if they're any good. Oh, yeah, they level up into Engineers. And how many Engineers do we actually have? I have no idea. We have 10. Yeah, so people said that Engineers are really strong, and what is it? Maybe the Master Thunderers as well? I'm actually not entirely sure. I just know that the Dwarven Engineers have... don't they have shotguns? I think they have shotguns as well. Anyway, Scori leveled up, and finally, I'm going to be able to spec into something else. So I'm going to be speccing into surgery, because now I don't have to worry about speccing into pathfinding, because we finally found someone else that can actually do that. So there we have it. Okay, so first of all, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to make my way around here. Maybe we'll go to one of the further back castles, and maybe we'll try to take that. But as you can no doubt tell, even with my advanced ward save, you can see there, it get not advanced ward save. Oh, idiot. Okay, no. Gain advanced ignore pain. Yes, even with advanced ignore pain, I still seem to be taking really big damage, actually. So let me actually just have a look here. It doesn't actually tell me. Okay. Yeah, oh, by the way, I bought Mighty Blow. Yes, that's another thing that I forgot to tell you. But I bought Mighty Blow. It was only 4,000 at the tournament. Tournament person. Really nice and easy. And look at these guys. I mean, literally, they're just getting caught out super hard here. If we can take them prisoner, this is going to be fantastic, because taking them prisoner is going to provide us with ransoms. And obviously, you know, if they're a standard vassal, you're probably going to get about 5,000 or so from them. Maybe we'll be lucky and get that. I don't know. But if we can get ourselves into position here, we're probably going to have a pretty decent time as well. All right, let's see what I can do with this. Oh yeah, that guy actually attempted to lance us. I didn't even see that he had a spear. Okay, that would have been messy, wouldn't it? That would have been really messy. Okay, let's actually just move these guys out of the way, because apparently this is going to absolutely murder. Is it? Or not? I have no idea what that spell does, but I could only assume that maybe there was like a delay in the casting or something, because it didn't seem to do anything. Or maybe he failed to cast it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm basically just running around here randomly. I'm not sure why, to be honest, but I'm just looking for an opportunity, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm also kind of wondering, I want to test it out, you see. I want to test out Advanced Ignore Pain, because it feels still that we're not really... I'm not sure if I'm actually getting the benefit of it, because it feels exactly the same as it was before. I'm not sure, to be honest. But look at Rune of Smiting, by the way. Have you noticed how often Rune of Smiting actually does things? I mean, look at how much damage we're dealing now. That is so nice. But again, that is indeed a part of the mod. You know what I mean? It's a part of the mod, and at this point in the game, you're trying to become a super powerful character, and I'm not entirely sure why you wouldn't want to do that. Is that not what I should want to do? I don't know. I think so, because isn't that what you're trying to go for? You're trying to become as powerful as possible so that you can lead your troops into battle and actually have an impact. Because otherwise, if I don't do that, am I just gonna I mean, I'm just going to run into the battle and then die instantly, aren't I? I mean, that's the point. You know, if I don't have these kinds of benefits, like ignore pain and you know, whatever else I can get to increase my overall survivability, like ward save, for example. If I don't have that, then what am I supposed to do? Because I mean, that's the point. You know, if we recall, Slive actually went in against the dwarves, and well, we went into a siege against the dwarves. And I wonder whether you've seen this. I'm not sure if you've seen the Slive series, but if you have, then you might remember this. I went in and I thought, this is gonna be so easy. I'm just gonna wait here for some time just to regenerate my HP while I talk. Now, here's the thing. I thought this is gonna be so easy because I think it was like 160 to 170 troops or something like that. It was a castle of the dwarves. And I thought, yeah, this is gonna be so simple because, you know, there's barely any people here. However, they had rune lords. I'm going to open the chest. After a significant struggle, you managed to break open the chest, and ooh, we got some cool stuff right there. A diamond ring. Oh, I wonder how much that sells for. Okay, that's pretty fun. That's the first time I've actually seen that particular event. So that's nice, isn't it? I think that's nice. Anyway, so we went into the castle, rune lords, all kinds of crazy stuff going on. I put all my, you know, Poison Wind Globadiers and ranged troops in the back because we wanted to try to bombard the enemy garrison and the battlements from range, obviously. Obviously, we wanted to do that. And as we got closer, the enemy started to kind of come out a little bit to, you know, to try and stop me, to try and, you know, do damage and, you know, influence the battle in some way. And, as some of the Rune Lords came out, they had ward save, and I literally couldn't kill them. I literally couldn't kill them, even though Slive, all intents and purposes, was capable of killing, you know, huge amounts of enemies, and I'm talking about, you know, 200, 300, 400 enemies in that one siege. He wasn't able to touch the dwarves because they just had, you know, the Rune Lords specifically. He just wasn't able to do anything, and I just continued to take damage from the Dwarven Engineers and the various other troops that we were fighting in the siege. In the Dwarven siege, that is. And he was, all intents and purposes, a very powerful character at that point. But we were still not able to take, and indeed capture, a really easy castle. Just purely for the fact that we had, well, a handful, only a handful of Rune Lords to fight, which I thought was really funny. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of confused about that whole thing. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe that's why I'm asking you. You know, is that like a thing that we should want to be? Do we want to fail in every single battle, or what is it? I actually don't know. Anyway, the enemies are actually sallying out here, which is really funny. I have no idea why they're deciding to do that. I mean, I know why, because we have so many ranged troops. But if you think about it, it's not really the best tactical option, let's just say that. I'm just going to try and get some firearm skill here while I can, and then we're just going to do some damage with my wonderful hammer. Yeah, also I need to get much more swing speed. I think swing speed would be really nice, actually. I'm not sure what else can I get on this thing? Yeah, swing speed or damage. I don't think I need more damage, or do I? Not sure. Not sure, actually. I don't think I need more damage. I think I need more swing speed. It doesn't feel slow, and it doesn't feel like I am, I don't know, I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like I'm needing that much more damage, because it does have the Rune of Smiting already. And that's a 50% chance of dealing double damage. I mean, as you can see right there, I just did 104 damage, and more than likely that's going to kill something, you know, pretty easily. And if I have more swing speed, it just gives me more chances to proc. And if you know the term proc from MMORPGs, basically what it means is activate. It means, you know, yeah, you get it. Anyway, the point is, if we have that, it's then going to inevitably enable us to have more activations of Rune of Smiting, which is obviously great. That's what we want. We want more activations of that. And I believe we've actually just taken this castle. I think. Yes, we have actually just taken the castle. Now, what's funny about this is that I actually don't want to request this, but see, okay, now here's the thing. Do I want to request it? Because it's going to go to me. I'm pretty sure that he's going to say, you know, yeah, okay, take it, you know, because we only have one village. And if he doesn't say that we should take it, then should we rebel? That's the question. Should we rebel and actually, you know, run with the castle and create our own faction? That's another thing that we should really be, you know, asking ourselves. Should we do that? I don't know. I'll request it, and then we'll see what happens. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not a good idea, to be honest. I don't know whether it's a good idea. Well, never mind. We'll see what happens. Anyway, Felix has 5 in willpower. I could get him another point in that, but I'm not sure what that's really going to do for him. Yeah, I don't know what that's really going to do for him. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm probably going to continue leveling his agility, I guess. And we'll kind of turn him into like a... I mean, he's got really good one-handed skill, as you can see right there. So maybe it would be an idea to get him a shield or something and get him like a really fast one-handed or something. I mean, I could give him this. I don't know how effective it's going to be for him to use an axe. But I think this sword is really, really good for him. I don't know. Maybe I should just leave him the way it is. Oh, there's the diamond ring, by the way. The diamond ring is selling for a huge amount, as we expected, of course. Very nice. Let's get some dwarven engineers. I have 29 of those guys now. See, this is exactly what happens when you get into some random battles that are actually relatively lucrative. Because most of the time, we really don't have the ability to really capitalize on these things. Because we are literally just coming into a battle that is like, it's just going to be like a field battle, just a regular field battle, and then you immediately just end up losing 10, 20, 30 troops because they have Doom Diver trolls or whatever, and that can be extremely problematic. Anyway, I'm just going to wait here for a little bit of time, just in case an orc turns up. Hello, there is someone over there. Is he gonna try to attack us? It doesn't seem like it. Basically, I just want to get the additional funds, additional revenue from the castle, but I mean, the castle doesn't really, it's not going to give me a huge amount, you know, it's not going to give me a huge amount at all, so I don't know whether it's even worth me doing that, but what we are going to do is we're going to actually go into the dungeon here. I actually have been wanting to go into a dungeon for quite some time. I actually find it really, really fun to go into the dungeon, and it's going to be even better now that we have this new weapon as well. Because enemies are literally just not going to have anything. They're not going to have ward save. They're not going to have ignore pain, and we can just absolutely murder, which is obviously the fun part. You know, that is the fun part. Okay, wait a minute. What we want to do though is I want to try and find the chest. Pretty sure it's here. Yep, there it is. Wow, we got some terrible stuff right here. Okay, we got some really, really terrible stuff. Okay, well, the one thing that I do want to do is just move on. There we go, medium. This is a medium level dungeon, or medium length, shall we say, and it is going to be pretty simple for us to complete. Oh, it's orcs. Okay, this is actually not bad. We'll probably be pretty fine here. As you can see, like literally, the ability to just completely ignore pain is so strong. And that's the whole reason why, obviously, you're going to need 500 renown before you can access it, you know? I went to pretty big lengths to try to grind that out as soon as possible. You know, I was just literally targeting tournament after tournament after tournament, dungeon after dungeon, and just trying to get this done so that I could access the Runeforge, and then attempting to try and get as much money as possible, too. You know, that's another thing. That's another thing that I've been attempting to do super dramatically here. I'm trying to find the chest. I actually wonder whether I should just run, because there is going to be inevitably a chest at the very end, I assume. There are a lot of hay bales around here. Yeah, there's the chest. Okay. Nice. Ah, very good. Ooh, nice. Okay, pretty decent stuff. Not too bad. Yeah, but I think what I'm at... Yeah, I think I will get swing speed. I think that's probably going to be the most important thing for us. Because, as I say, it will increase our chances of winning in duel situations. And it's also obviously going to improve the chances of me being able to activate the Rune of Smiting, which is going to be a pretty big deal. I can't believe this guy literally just knocked me down. Oh, see, now this is... Oh, I hate these guys. No offense. I really, really hate these guys. Even though you see exactly what happened? I have advanced ignore pain, but you see how much damage I took? Probably would have been dead otherwise. Okay, there we go. I mean, we are killing them in one hit. And yes, you should be able to kill things in one hit if you are in possession of a weapon that does 41 base blunt damage with the ability to deal double damage 50% of the time. Yes, you should be able to kill enemies in one hit, especially Skaven. That's just the nature of the mod. It really is. That is just the nature of the mod. And that's the point. As we've seen, you know, as you've seen in this very series, most of the time I haven't actually been able to kill enemies in one hit. I've been you know, I've been struggling with that for quite some time because of I mean, obviously the Axe of Slaughter really made a huge difference, but because we had low power strike for the most part, you know, because I literally I wasn't focusing on power strike at all. I was trying to focus on survivability so that I could make it through these dungeon runs, and that was basically it. That was what I was going for. Kind of weird, actually, that I can't find the chest. Did I already find the chest, actually? Ah, see, now I've forgotten whether I found the chest or not, but now we're basically going by ourselves. Oh, hello. Okay, this is maybe a bit of a problem. Orc Shaman just died instantly because we have the ignore ward save thing. Yes, I love it. Oh, I love that. That is so nice. Ah, that is such a load off my mind, really, because now I don't have to worry about these shaman enemies. You know, I can just go in and we can just, you know, play normally. Look at how much damage I did just there with a double activation. I literally just did 20 damage. Oh, that's funny. All right, yeah. So the chest is gonna be not over there. Usually it's over there or over here. So I'm actually wondering where it is. Ah, there it is. It's right behind this pillar. There we go. Oh wow, we're getting some terrible stuff. Oh well, that's kind of unfortunate. I'll take it nevertheless because some of the time it's okay. You know, I have the space in my inventory anyway, so I might as well. Who are we facing here? Is this Skaven again? Yeah. Okay, Skaven, not too bad. Should be pretty easy for us to deal with if we don't have those Molder units. Obviously, we are healing as well after every single level because we have, you know, the wonderful rune that heals us every single time we go into a battle. And there's also one other thing that I wanted to mention, actually, because someone told me that there is a set of armor. I think I've seen this armor before somewhere, but you telling me about it also reminded me about this. And basically, this set of armor doubles your HP when you go into battle. It literally doubles your current HP. So if you're at full HP and you have 80, you're going to have 160 HP. And if you're in a dungeon, I think it probably doubles your HP every single time you go into the next level. At least that was your theory, I think. That was the person's theory that actually left the comment. So if that is indeed true, that means that you could technically get to about 1,000 HP. Well, not 1,000 HP, but you'll be able to get pretty close to it. You know, you get over 500 at least. Over 500 HP at least. And that's amazing. That is literally a super, super powerful thing. Very, very fun to think of that. And that's the point, you know, as I say, once you get to a particular progression level... Where's the chest? Oh, well, that's sad. Yeah, but once you get to a particular progression level in Warsword Conquest, you're going to get these kinds of things. It's the same thing with Pendor as well. If you think about Pendor and you think about, maybe even Perisno as well, but if you think about Pendor, and you think about when you have enough money, or shall we say, when you have enough ability to buy or find Qualis gems, you can then make your character into an absolutely unstoppable monster. And as I say, isn't that the point? I don't know. Let me know what you think, you know, in general, because I thought the whole purpose of, you know, playing like an RPG, because I'm obviously someone that's played a huge amount of Diablo in the past, you know, Diablo 3 most specifically. You know, generally, if you do if you do start playing an RPG like that, the entire reason for playing is to become powerful and to feel strong, and not to remain, you know, level 1 or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of just wondering, is that generally what you want to see from this? Is that generally what you want to see? Do you want to see me, you know, struggle every single battle or whatever? I don't actually know. That's why I'm genuinely asking, okay? I am literally genuinely asking. I am not trying to be, you know, I'm not trying to be antagonistic or whatever. I'm literally genuinely asking here. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, no, I don't want to fist fight with you, sir. You have bones on your fists. Yes, there we go. All right, we actually managed to... A rune musket of reloading. That is actually one of the best things that you can get. Very nice indeed. Thank you very much. I think I'll probably try to use this. And now the reason why is because of the speed rating. If you see that, you know, if I had enough money, what I would do is I would get a runic rifle, because someone actually recommended that I get a runic rifle, and then I put 2 runes of reload on that thing, and then one rune of what was it now? 1 rune of accuracy, I think. And yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. I think that would probably end up being better than the rune musket of reloading, but I'm actually going to be trying this out. I'm definitely going to want to try this out, because this, if I'm right about this, is going to reload extremely fast. And you know what that means, right? You know what that means. That means that we are then going to be able to actually get triple... No, maybe not triple the kills, okay? Maybe not triple the kills, because if you think about it, you know, the Dwarven shotgun is a great weapon, and it has 2 shots per reload. Are they actually trying to take that back? Yeah, they are trying to take that back. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I wanted to go over here and actually... Oh, no. Please don't attack me. Chaos Zealots, can you please get out of the way? You are really... You are a minor inconvenience, sir. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I don't really want to get attacked by them right now, because I would like to sell my stuff, if at all possible. That's the entire reason why I've come over here. But yeah, basically, if you think about the... What is it? What was I trying to talk about now? If you talk about the... What is it now? Yeah, Dwarven shotgun. They've got 2 shots, right? 2 shots, speed rating of 20. So technically, you could consider it to have a speed rating of maybe 40, because it has 2 shots, right? So, you know, you're shooting 2 shots, and then you have to reload. So you have to wait, you know, 20 speed rating. But if you then think about the fact that the rune musket of reloading has a speed rating of 66, technically you should be able to fire off triple the amount of shots as a normal weapon would be able to. A normal firearm, that is. A normal firearm that doesn't have a double shot every single time. So if you take that into account, it is going to be triple the damage than a regular firearm, but maybe it will be 50% better, I assume, yeah. Something like that. 50% better than the Dwarven shotgun. Maybe, in terms of damage output. The usability is definitely going to be a lot better, but I don't know, you know. dramatically how much it's going to make a difference. But let's actually have a look here. Okay, so we got some people here. I'm not sure if they're going to go in for the siege. I mean, these guys literally won't be able to do much. And I highly doubt they're actually going to go in there. Yeah, so as you can see, he is actually giving this to me, which is very, very funny. All right, yeah, I will accept the honor then, I guess. Not really something that I was going for. Oh, he actually went in? He actually went in? Okay, that is so funny. I certainly wasn't expecting that. I guess this gives me the opportunity to try out my RUNIC musket. Okay, let's see how fast it reloads. There, it's reloaded. Boom, yeah. So, as you can see, it's very, very fast. And I'm absolutely terrible with it. Yep. Oh, yeah, don't even get me started. Okay, yeah, I'm swapping this out immediately because apparently I'm just awful with this thing. I don't know why. But as you can see, even a headshot, I mean, obviously, they have really, really good ignore pain, these guys, but, I mean, really, I'm basically not able to do any damage to them at all. Very sadly, actually. Yeah, but this is a oh no, they got a Doom Diver Troll. Oh dear, I didn't realize. Oh dear. Okay, we might have some issues here now, fellows. Yes, this is gonna be a bad, bad day for me. Oh yeah, this is a bad day. This is a very bad day, in actual fact. I should have healed myself. Oh well, never mind. Okay, yeah, so Doom Diver Trolls. As far as I'm aware, someone told me in the comments, thank you very much for letting me know about this, by the way, that they have 4 chances to use their AoE damage ability. And look at how much damage they were capable of dealing. Literally. I mean, most of the other people didn't really do anything, right? Most of the other people here, they didn't do much at all. However, the Doom Diver Troll was the one that was capable of dealing so much damage. You take a look at that, 13 kills. Literally, 13 kills it was able to do. And I think that's actually all we lost, which is hilarious, you know? That's exactly what I'm talking about. That is exactly the reason why we've got to be very, very careful of those guys. Every single time we see a vassal have even one of those, and it's going to deal significant damage. It's actually insane how powerful it can be. Anyway, the gun that we have right now, I don't know whether I'm going to be continuing to use it. Feels a little bit... I don't know, I don't really like it that much, actually, all things considered. I'm not a big fan of it, which I'm kind of surprised at, to be honest. I'm going to use it one more time in another battle, and I'm going to see how that goes. But I'm kind of skeptical. I feel like the Dwarven Shotgun is better at the moment, but I guess we'll see. This is obviously a lot easier to use because the reload speed is a lot faster. But the Dwarven Shotgun just seems to get me more kills. I don't know. Maybe that's just my experience with it so far. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.